Well, it's the first time I've been to Goodwill in forever. So our Goodwills, let me ask her.
Why'd you go to Goodwill?
Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. Welcome to, in just a second, the Commonwealth Cabin. My name is Kevin. If you're new to the channel, we appreciate all the new subs. Lately, we usually talk about what we sell on eBay and maybe a topic or two. We've got a couple of good ones today, including my wife breaking the Goodwill ban rule. She's not supposed to go. Got a little secret though, I went too. I don't go often, but I went this time. And we're doing a ton of other stuff lately. eBay sales have been a little slow for us. I think we have 15 headed out of here today, 14 on eBay, 1 on another site. Let's go take a look. Speaking of other things I've been doing here, we've been pretty busy lately. Turner's got a game here a little bit. I got to head down there, but shipping merch out. We've got to get all this whatnot stuff shipped out as well. I've been working on the reseller rally lately. John, Cincinnati Picker's been putting in a ton of time. Of course, Pete's coming down to host that as well in Cincinnati. I think last time I checked, we're down to just a couple of tickets. So anyway, you can go check that out if you want to, but we've been working pretty hard on that St. Jude charity auction for September 30th. So much is going on that you guys are going to see here pretty quick. And that's been taking a lot of time, to be honest with you. And it's been exciting, and your generosity has been awesome. I got one question I want to answer today. I want to talk about Goodwill. Blue Ridge Mama's going to come in here in just a little bit. We'll pick 4 items or so, and we're going to get her in here, see what she found at Goodwill, which she wasn't supposed to go. She said she was going for other reasons, but ended up bringing back a ton of stuff, of course. And I went in Goodwill, and I've been to Goodwill like 4 times this year. And I've been in our local one maybe once. And some changes that I think aren't really good, to be perfectly honest with you. Not just for resellers, but just for Goodwill itself. And we'll talk about that today, but we got some orders to pull. Like I said, sales have not been great the last 2 days. A little below what we're used to. But hey, it's a lot better than being suspended, right? And yes, I've had a lot of people ask about that conversation I was able to have with the vice president of eBay, and we will get to that, I promise. Just not quite ready. We got too much to do. This Slag retail key kit here, I don't even want to open it. I usually don't look this stuff up a lot of times because I just like to find the stuff I like to find. But when I run across a sale that's super duper cheap, you know, you start looking at everything because it's so cheap, you might as well. And this had $5 on it, and we sold it for $100 plus shipping. We did sell an item that we haven't sold in a long time. It's probably been 2 months. And I say we haven't sold it before because it's a multi-quantity item. And this right here, this Stone Cold, well, let me just take the whole thing out. There's 2 different types. I think we might have sold another one too. Right here, Stone Cold Austin 316 vintage bandana. That one sold for $24.30, and I just remembered I put this out here for a reason. And this actually has to do with a question that somebody asked me that I'm going to answer a little bit later. RE Gold 925 Thrift Pocket Guide to Finding Silver. This is really a cool little book, and we're giving it away. And I said on the last one, put 925 Thrift in the description below, and we're going to give it away. And so we're going to do that later on in this episode. So I love these sales because it's multi-quantity. I think we have 12 or 13 of these left. So pretty cool. This next one I'm pretty certain we undersold. But hey, sometimes it happens. We're making money on it. This one sold within minutes of listing it. It's a Nike Team Sports made in the USA. It is a vintage item. It's actually new old stock here. You can see the fold creases still in it. And I saw other comps of similar type items, other schools, same schools. This graphic was nowhere to be found, so it was a little hard. It's a size XL. And I saw comps out there, sold comps around 40-ish. I saw some listed 50-ish. I saw one listed around 60, similar type stuff, new old stock. But this one had a couple of issues on it. Can you see right here? Right there, right up on the collar. And I don't even think I listed it new old stock, even though it is. There's one on the back somewhere too. Any rate, I decided to put it out there at $30 plus shipping. Check that out. You just don't see that very much anymore. And it sold really quick. And I got a message from somebody right after saying, do you have any more? So that'll tell you you sold it too cheap, but that's all right. $30 plus shipping. The next one is a cross-listing sale, which, you know, shout out, list perfectly. Code Commonwealth down below if you want to give it a shot. But this one right here, I think it's 30% off, I think, your first month. This one I could have swore was over here. I'm like, this thing has been behind me in videos. I absolutely know it. I mean, I'm looking in here and I just can't find it anywhere, and it just dawned on me that we used to do videos in the eBay cave, and it was behind me in the eBay cave. It's sitting right here. Somebody nosing in. Mama must be gone with Turner already, huh? And I hope to do more videos in there again. I'm hoping in the spring we're kind of redo that in there. So it's a cool old lighter right here, and it is, I don't know if it's silver plate or what it is. Anyway, it took a long time to sell. It was on eBay forever, and cross-listing got it sold for us. And it sold for $14.80 plus shipping. Hey, I got my wife in here because she's disobeyed again. Disobeyed, said again.
I hate when you say this stuff, because there's people that believe you.
I know they do. It's a joke. At any rate, she went to Goodwill, and I told her this yesterday. I went to Goodwill, and it's the first time I've been to Goodwill in forever. So our Goodwills, let me ask her.
Why'd you go to Goodwill?
I went to Goodwill for a totally different reason. But
I hope you weren't looking for women's jeans also. That's what I was doing.
You were going looking for women's jeans, and you didn't get women's jeans.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did get women's jeans.
But I didn't get
any. But you were going
for me.
for you, and you didn't find any for you.
No.
So I would say this about our Goodwill. She says that she didn't go to our Goodwill.
Well, not like the Bedford one.
So I would say our Goodwills in this area
are awful.
Traditionally have been not very good merchandise. It's not a high income area, although the other side of town's a little better. But it's also been coupled with low prices, and that's changed. So how much are the jeans at Goodwill now?
$7.99.
$7.99. That blows my mind. When I started buying, they see your ring right here? When I started buying jeans to buy her a ring, I was buying them for $2.99, and we're up to $2.99. That's what I paid.
I remember thinking like $4.79 or something was expensive.
Yeah, I remember that, bumping it up to $3.99, $4.79, $4.99. I was under the assumption they were still at $4.99, which is not true. But you said you snookered them.
Yeah.
Because you found what?
These are women's, but they gave them. They have. It says a woman's top.
$4.99. They put the wrong tag on it.
They put the wrong tag on it. And
okay, we'll take it.
I took it. I honestly thought they had done them as kids' jeans, but kids' stuff is all still $2.99.
So tell us out there how your Goodwill's doing. But you know what I saw there? I don't know if you saw it, and you go there more than me. They have a bunch of brand new retail stuff, like dollar store stuff. That's more expensive than the dollar store. It's really bad.
Are more expensive than like Walmart. Like they have the Halloween, like a plush blanket. It's like $20. Like, this is nuts.
More expensive than Walmart. Yeah. And you were saying something about Temu stuff the other day.
Like, it's so much stuff when I was going through that was Shein, however you say it, and Temu. And I'm like, this is already stuff that people are paying like $2 for, whatever, you know, just low quality stuff, and it's $6, $7, $5.
And I think you're going to see more and more of that. Yeah. And I think Goodwill is doing itself a disservice. Were they busy at yours? Because when I went, there was hardly anardybody compared.
And that one's usually lines. Yeah, that one's usually really busy.
I mean, I literally could have gone 2 doors down to the dollar store. Yeah.
Both of ours too. They're not open as long.
Oh, the hours are shorter?
The hours are shorter.
Probably less demand.
They're not opening now, till like 10 or something, and they close at 7.
They were selling dollar store batteries for $2.99. I could not believe it. Crazy. Anyway, I was going in, I bought some batteries for testing stuff and whatever.
So I guess it's amazing we still find anything.
Yeah, I did. I didn't really look too hard, but I found that Snoopy fleece hoodie that I just ended up putting right on whatnot because I bought it that day. So, all right, what did you find?
Got some hats, which these hats were $1.99, and that's different too. The Bedford Goodwill, they're more. They're like $4.99 or something ridiculous. Yeah.
For a hat?
Yeah, and both of these too, the Goodwills, they used to not. The shoes were just a flat price, and now they've gone to pricing
and that's happened
shoes.
Most places already. But
so just since it was football, Penn State, Redskins. These are actually shirts for kids. Okay. I got these. For you to be mad.
Yes, seriously.
I just thought they were really pretty.
Last time you brought something home.
I know, but look at them. Aren't they pretty? And this, though, it's missing. Like it was a little tray, and you'd have your little.
$3.99.
But all of this was $3.99.
Oh, well, that's not too bad.
But you'd have your little, probably not.
Oh, jeez.
I thought maybe Whatnot too.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Whatnot's a curse.
But like you'd have your little, your mug, your cup.
Yeah.
And isn't it cute?
It is cute.
It's just so cute. I don't know. They're pretty.
Yeah, they are.
I don't even think they have
a brand.
Yeah, it is. It's something, but whatever.
Well, $3.99.
But the lady checking me out, she was just like, "These are so pretty. You deserve them."
No, yes, you deserve them. What's this?
These are the little, the salt girl who I love. Stay salty, y'all. Isn't she cute? I don't know.
Yeah. How much was that?
I don't know.
And these over here.
What?
These right here.
Well, I bought this little thing because one time Dave had the egg's butt. I thought Reagan might want that. These I thought you were going to tell me no. These I actually called you. And we're like, aren't they cute?
They go for like 15 to 20 on eBay, sometimes less. So for $4, it's probably a pass, but they're nicely painted. They're kind of cool. I thought the same thing, maybe Whatnot.
Look.
And they're kind of cool.
Little gnomes, little garden gnomes. Who doesn't want a garden gnome?
But this one was good.
Now this one didn't have a price on it, and so I told them I'd give them $4, and they agreed.
Okay, well there you go.
So it's Barbie, and it's no, it's not that old. It's 2006. So it looks pretty good though. The ones that are listed on eBay, like a lot of them don't have the stickers or. It's torn up. It is a little yellow
it had
up
all
here.
the stuff in it, the keys and all the stuff.
It doesn't have all the stuff in it, but it had a lot of
it's in good shape.
There's the keys.
Gotcha.
I don't even know. I guess this.
What are you just going to go for? So you paid $4? It's not that, people... I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Interrupter. No, it has... Cool. We have to test it. I think somebody literally put that on there. So.
Okay. Maybe.
Yeah, it's a...
Paper towel? Cut.
I don't know. I can't tell.
It's not real toilet paper.
Yeah, it's not. It has batteries, so I haven't tested it yet. If the lights on it work, probably 80 plus shipping.
Okay.
If not 60.
It's not that hard to ship. Just package up the inside so stuff's not going all over the place, and we have the right box
who
for
are
it.
we
Slide
kidding?
it in.
You're not going to ship it.
Oh,
so.
I would ship that. You know I'd ship that.
Would you then?
Yes, I would.
Where's it's kind of whole. It's cool. Okay,
there it is.
See?
Check it out.
Yeah.
It's your dream.
I know. You can really put water in it and put sparkles in it. Okay.
Very cool. So tell us about your Goodwill out there, y'all. Speaking of a long time to sell, this one took a long time, and it's not worth very much money. You might remember me picking this up at a sale for $1. I just can't leave this stuff behind. Whenever I find that 80s stuff that reminds me of being a kid, shirt tails, I bought like 4 different plush for $1 a piece. We've been selling this kind of stuff, putting them in lots and putting them on Whatnot, because it's just not a ton of value. $10.80 free shipping. So, there's maybe a $5 bill in that for us since we bought it for $1. But how many of y'all out there watched Shirt Tales? I think that's, well, it says right there, Rick the Raccoon. I like that show. I'd like to watch it again now because it's probably kind of silly. And this was a viewer sale. Look in here. Looks like we have 2 maybe viewer sales today. This one's going to Angela. Thanks for the offer, Kevin and family. I saw the Shirt Tales in one of your videos. Guess I missed out on Pammy. Yeah, I think you did. Love this cartoon as a kid. We can never find these while picking. I find them every once in a while. I think these were the ones they gave away at Hardee's. And I guess this counts as a fake sale. That's right. So we did, throughout the 2 fake sales, we only had 13 sales in 2 days. So it's been a little slow. Keep up the great content and stay classy, CWP. Thanks again. P.S. You can save the stickers. We have a ton of them. Angela and Big Rod. Well, you're probably going to get one anyways because I just throw them in everything and I forget. This Eagle stuff has been selling. I'm pretty happy. We got it all for free, so you can't be free. It's not big money, but that one right there is the only long sleeve one we had left. Yeah, it's a size small, so it makes it tough, but $22 free shipping. And we've been selling some shoes lately, which is good. These I pulled out earlier, so they should be sitting on top. Sometimes I'll pre-pull things from the bottom of the bin and put it on top so you don't have to watch me dig for it. And I'll come back in later and film, which is what we're doing today. These Nikes, looks like one wants out. You want out? Huh? Right there. We're getting a fridge showing up today, so I need you to go outside and then bark at them people when they show up, so I know when they come out. These have been listed for a while, and we put them on 25% off sale, and they sold $48.75 plus shipping. Paid $5. The next one came from a sale. My dad had gone out to a different sale than I did, and he said, hey, don't bother going to this sale at all. There's nothing here. And I thought, sounds like a challenge. Plus, there's no other sales. And we did end up finding a few things, including these Minions. Not huge money. But there was a few other really nice items at that sale. Just not a ton. And we made a little bit of money. Minion Stuart right here. It's with the box, but it's not new, obviously, because it's not even in its packaging in there. But that one sold for $20 plus shipping. Here is the other one. I knew another one had sold, but think about that. Back in the day there. $2.99. Stuff goes up in value when you can't find it anymore. Some stuff. This other one sold, and the reason I wasn't sure if it was on this one or not is because somebody bought this like 4 days ago. I think it was this one, and they just paid. So that one sold for the same amount of money, I believe, $24.30. Free shipping. Super easy to ship those. Absolutely love multi-quantity stuff. Might take forever to sell, but you know what? Easy to store, easy to ship, easy to list, for that matter. One listing. I've got a few more sales we're going to get to in a second, but I want to answer somebody's question, and then we'll, of course, Turner's got to come in, Reagan's got to come in, and we've got some more sales as well. But Johnny B asked me a question, and I kind of addressed it one time, but I've got this question 5 or 6 times in the last month. Why no channel memberships? Everybody else is doing them. I was like, well, first of all, I don't think everybody else is doing them. But I guess I kind of, last time I talked about it, I didn't really get into detail. And this time I just want to give 2 specific reasons for me. And it's perfectly fine for everybody else. And you know what? I might change my mind someday. But for me, there's 2 real reasons why I don't do it. One is the incredible generosity. Later in this video, you'll probably see some people donating to St. Jude. And I talk about 2 viewer sales today. All the people that buy the Enaman on auction and buy the Enema Man. See, Enaman and Enema Man. Make sure we're not doing any trademark infringement. And just all the support for so long for me and my family. It just seems like, you know, that's enough. The second reason has to do with feeling obligated. That's just my own that's my personality. You know, Proverbs says the borrower is servant to the lender. And that is true to some degree, you know. And not that I'm borrowing from anybody, but when you do something nice for somebody, I want it to be done out of gratitude and gratefulness. And I'm sure that's what a lot of people would do, because a lot of people are like, I'd become a member, we could come up with a name or whatever. And that's perfectly fine for some folks. But for me, I feel like that comes with an added obligation, and we're tapped out in time already, especially with these events, reseller rally and stuff we're trying to do. It's hard to keep up with everything. Part of the reason why the sales are slow the last 2 days is because during the summer, Bub's girlfriend was helping us put up listings, and I was putting up 5 a day, 6 a day. My wife was putting up a couple. She was putting up 4 or 5 a day, some days 10. And now she's back at school, and so that's gone way, way down. For a week, I don't think she listed anything. And that's the way I want it. There's no pressure for her. This is just a good way for her to make a little extra money without having to tie her schedule down. And so I haven't really bumped my listings up from 3 or 4 or 5 a day. And I need to get it back to, 8, 9, 10 a day. Here's the second viewer sale of the day. I know I've called them fake sales lately just in response to some folks, but a lot of people have taken to that. You get the point, right? So this is an Elliott ET pin right here. This is what I'm talking about with support. This is the kind of stuff that we've sold hundreds of these things for folks because it's a cheap item in the store, and they can, feel like they're contributing to what we're doing here, and it's overwhelming. You guys are great. So these are going for $4.49 plus shipping. As always, big shout out Ivan on those. And this one's going to Brandon. He says, hi Kevin, watch all the flipper videos. Thank you for all the content you provide. August was my worst month in sales in about 5 years. And I've heard this from some folks. So, it's something we'll talk about later. eBay's not the only big guy in the game anymore. There are so many other places. I'm going to talk a little bit about Temu down the road and how I think we might even talk about it. Well, we might have already talked about it because Blue Ridge Mama's segment's already in here. And I think I might have talked about it. I think that's going to have a challenging effect on some of us depending on what we sell as well. And most of us in some way, shape, or form. And, you know, TikTok Shop and all these different places where you can buy things now, where in the past, eBay was like the big guy in town. You know, so it's why I've been doing cross-listing. And I don't want to do it. Sorry, List Perfectly. I wish that 100% of my sales came from eBay and that was the basic only place people could buy. I wish that in some senses. In some senses, I don't. But it is a changing world. AI is going to have an effect. It already is. And so I like to slowly adapt when necessary. I hate to adapt. I'm old. I don't want to adapt anymore. I just want to do it the way I want to do it. But some things are a necessity, and List Perfectly's helped us with that. We need to do more of that adaptation, slowly but surely. But that doesn't mean it's right for everybody. Everybody's in a different situation. Everybody's trying to make a different amount of money and do different things with it. So I don't encourage everybody to make all these changes, but for some folks, it's necessary. Boy, I rambled on right here. See if we can get your store moving here. Watertown SD Video Games. All one word. Watertown SD Video Games. I like it. Y'all go check them out. Part of that adaptation is going to be rolled out on September 30th. So I don't ever want to give up eBay. I don't ever want to give this up. I just love it too much. This next sale right here had me scared. If you remember from a few episodes ago, I sold a Betsy Johnson purse. I had bought 2 at a sale. And when I saw this one pop up, I'm like, that's the exact one I just shipped. Did I ship the wrong one? I came in here and I looked and it was the exact same one. I didn't know I had 2 identical, I guess. We didn't even list the multi-quantity, I don't think. So I must have screwed that up, but I'm happy it sold. It sold for, let's see, what's the tag say? $58, sold for $40 this time. I thought the fridge was here because I heard you out there barking. But you just barking at them cutting hay out there, aren't you? So I just dug for these for like 3 or 4 minutes because I've got 1 shoe bin, 2, 3, 4 shoe bins. And I got tired of digging. So I took all of the giant shoes and boots and put them in this bin. Put all the kids' shoes in there. And then I just have 2 other shoe bins left. Should make it a little easier. Or I could just stop buying shoes. Might put a self-imposed limit. $50 and above. Or don't buy them. I think that might solve the problem. These are not that. I think they sold under $10, $9.90 plus shipping for these kids lined Crocs. Just had another couple of sales. Matter of fact, I just think I saw one pop on Mercari too, which I think I'm gonna do that one tomorrow. But since I'm here and I just put these in there, I sold some commemorative coins from LU football. 2 of them, $18 plus shipping on those, $17.90 to be exact. Those are headed out the door. Plus the Mercari sale makes it an okay day, I suppose. I think that brings us up to, let's see, 17 sales in 2 days, which is still a little under where we want to be, but certainly better than it was an hour or 2 ago, of course. Shout out List Perfectly again, code Commonwealth, description below. We appreciate you. If you do sign up, you don't even have to use the link. You can just use code Commonwealth, get 30% off. I wanted to mention this since a couple people have been asking since I mentioned it the other day. That one blew out. Finally got the other ones in. I absolutely love these lights. Shout out Shad Juice for telling me about them over a year ago. I bought 4 this time. I do have a link. Somebody asked if there was a link. I think there's a link in the description. You got to scroll way down to find it because I put it in there years ago. But these are awesome. If you want more light in your space, this will quadruple the light. They are cool. Speaking of things that are slowly changing, that's one thing that I really love to do. I keep this list. This is one of my topics at the Boss Reseller Remix in Vegas that they asked me to speak at, which is really cool. And by the way, tickets for that are available as well. CommonwealthPicker.com, scroll to upcoming events. So that is something that I practice, and so many people use my links, and I appreciate it, and I try to give back. I have a list. It was like 8 people long. It's grown to like 12 people long, and I'll just rotate through. Because if you just go to Amazon and click on somebody's Amazon link, it doesn't matter what you buy. You can get them a little bit of money. But if I'm going to buy something specific, I use those. Now, I didn't use a link on that one, but what I did do was go through somebody else's EPN link which is a link to their store, because I bought that on eBay. I'd rather buy on eBay than Amazon, to be perfectly frank. If I can find it on eBay, even if it's a little bit more, I tend to use it. And if I can use somebody's EPN link to their store, I definitely go and do it. All right, y'all, Turner's back from his baseball game. They didn't win, but he did pretty good. How'd you do? Did you get a hit today?
Yeah, I got a hit.
Yeah.
I got hit.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I got that on video. Maybe we'll put it at the end of this video.
And I got another hit.
And then you grounded out. Yeah. But you pitched good. 8 strikes, 1 strikeouts, 1 walk.
Yeah.
Good job. All right, he's got a joke for us. What is it?
All right, where do they keep the biggest diamond in New York?
Keep the biggest diamond in New York. Where?
Yankee Stadium.
I like it. Thank you for the Commonwealth comedy. You got a gift. But before we give this gift away, Kim Whitaker won this from Mr. Gold here. We're going to send it to you. That is available. I think he said Amazon. Any rate, thank you for that. And we're going to send that to you. Send me an email. This is from Brian Big and Fun. Remember him up there in Philadelphia? He drove us around in a Tesla. So he said he bought you a Tesla of your own. You like it?
That's funny.
Did you like his Tesla?
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty cool. Brian treated us super nice up there, Brian. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, I got Reagan, which means we got a sale out of CommonwealthPicker.com over here. And this one is... Hey, well, I guess I'm doing your job. What are you yawning for? Are you tired? Are you tired?
Never.
We sold one of the We Get Things Moving t-shirts, which we only have these left. There's only a few select sizes. They're actually on sale because we're clearing them out. So, any rate, who do you think?
Shaylin got a We Get Things Moving shirt.
You got it. And she wrote you a little message. I'm going to read it to you. Okay? Hi, Reagan. It's been fun watching you grow up on YouTube from a cute little kid into a lovely young woman and talented business person. This shirt is so much fun. It's going to be worn by an actor in our upcoming production. Thanks for all you and your family do to contribute for positivity to the reseller community. So that is really cool. That is awesome, isn't it? Cool. Very good. Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Reagan.
Bye. And don't forget to get your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
All right, as always, I forgot something. My wife told me I forgot. So we had another sale today. How much did it sell for?
$12.60 plus shipping.
$12.60 plus shipping for that woman's V-neck Eagle shirt. And I missed something else. Boy, we had a lot better sales today than I thought we did. Although this is pretty low price. That's not the right one. I gotta get the right one. This is the $10 one. Right there. Just NWO WCW, $10 free ship. So not much, but look at how many we have. And my wife can yell at me. Alright, y'all, I am under the gun as the reseller rally is getting closer. And I've got to get these up on the St. Jude charity auction. They've all come in a long time ago. We've talked about these. Thank you, by the way, Mark. And this is Fiesta. I talked about this too. And I cannot remember your name. The lady who gave this to me down at FlipCon. And I apologize. So I think I talked about it one other time on the show. But anyway, I got to get that up. I think you sent me a picture of it, actually. But there are some really cool items. This is from Penny Firehouse. Artist Penny Firehouse. I think you're in the Pacific Northwest. All signed, all hand painted. This is an awesome, awesome donation. Y'all can go check that out. Really, really cool. There you go. Those are for your wife. Which one's for my wife? These for my wife? I think that's what you're saying here. So, at any rate, unless there's something else. So, thank you very much. Don't forget St. Jude Auction, Whatnot, September 30th, 1:30. Huge announcement. Well, I don't know. Unveiling, I guess I should say. Amazing gifts from a whole ton of people. There's a link to the Whatnot auction. If you've never done it before, down below you get 15 free bucks. And it is just, I'm so overwhelmed with the support I've got from so many people. By the way, anybody out there know what this is? I know it's Fiesta wear. I told my wife what I thought it was, and she told me I was crazy, and she told me it was something else. So tell me what this is for. I'm embarrassed to tell you what I thought it was for. So, at any rate, that's going to be a great time. CommonwealthPicker.com, scroll down to affiliates, Whatnot. You can use that link or a link in the description below. Hey, I'm out in the other cabin, and I had somebody ask me a question, you know, how do you get stuff from this place to that place? This is the death pile cabin, if you will. Pictures and cleaning and testing. We've been testing video games lately with that small TV, and the answer is this right here. If you see, it's not that far. Well, you can't see, there's too much glare. It's about 75 feet to that shed right there. So this is how we get it there. But I want to take a second just on this show. I've been talking about the reseller rally. I'm going to talk about it a little further on the next episode for just a minute or two, because a couple people said some things that just weren't right, and I wanted to mention that really quick. But I want to give a huge thank you. There are 3 sponsors of the reseller rally, and one of them right here is my reseller Genie, which I talk about all the time. Just absolutely great people. This mini split is blowing some seriously cold air on me. And List Perfectly as well, and American Bubble Boy, My Go2 Tape. And let me tell you, they are giving away so much. And this is what I love about these events the most, is when people go, I mean, there's these, I don't know, what do you want to call them, swag bags, and they're just full. And there's some surprise giveaways, not only to the people in attendance, but we're giving away some other stuff as well to people that aren't even there, which is awesome. On my Whatnot auction, the St. Jude auction, we're giving away a year's worth of bubble wrap. Shout out Joel, American Bubble Boy. Somebody's going to win that. Gift cards. I know they're giving away a travel gift card as well, and some surprise giveaways from List Perfectly. I'm super excited about all this stuff. I'll be adding to the giveaways on Whatnot, and just want to say thanks to all 3 of those sponsors. Of course, code Commonwealth for all 3. I don't need a channel membership. If you're going to use any of these services, I'd appreciate it greatly if you'd use my code. That's thanks enough. If you're not going to use them, that's perfectly fine as well, but I'm proud to be associated with all 3 of them. And there's one more surprise giveaway that I can't give away just yet from none of these 3 folks. That's going to be on that Whatnot auction as well, and it's a really nice prize. So just wanted to give you all a heads up about that, and thank you for everything you do for me and my family. And you know, one thing I have learned about sponsorship is if you're willing to put yourself out there on social media like these folks are, then you believe in your product. And I think, you know, that has informed me going forward with some missteps in the past, and I really, really like that, and the accountability, and be able to talk to the owners of the company. So anyway, there's all that. Thank y'all for joining us, and I can't wait to see you next time.